This is Josiah Plays Fallout New Vegas. So we are doing a quest here. A quest which I like to call High Times, which is also known as the quest of Son Gniff's life. And I need to talk to this drug dealer here and inform him that he's a scumbag.
You must have some real pull with house to get inside the Lucky 38.
Couldn't spend any of those drug proceeds on some fucking soap, dude. You took inventory of your mouth today. Sounds like the kind of thing you'd say.
Bang, bang,
What
bang,
does
bang,
that
bang.
even mean? Alright, let's talk to Dixon. You ready for this, Dixon?
Yep. Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
You shouldn't have let people hit you in the mouth so much. Pro tip. Alright, Dixon. Do you know anything about Bill or Jacob?
Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. They can't get enough. Pretty hilarious to watch.
You think that's funny, Dixon? I will fucking murder you. If I was the kind of person who said the phrase, I will end you, I would say the phrase, I will end you. But just so we're clear, I'm not the kind of person who says, I will end you. So I am not saying, I will end you. But just if I was, realize, this would be that context. 3 of your teeth are basically craters because of cocaine. Nice. Poor life choice is theater. I actually thought the nerves in the 3 teeth were long dead, but the other day one of them started hurting like a son of a bitch. I don't like that word. The final word of your statement. So the oxy has been kind of a blessing. You know what helps on that front? Not doing cocaine. Pro tip. I've got lots of pro tips. I can keep kicking them out all night. Alright. Wouldn't it be cool if you got a fortune cookie from a Chinese place and it just said, like, get off the smack or something? Put down the crack pipe. You know, I got a fortune cookie once, and I've told this story before, but it's always funny to me because it just struck me as something so glaring compared to what all my friends got in their fortunes. All their fortunes were like, happiness and prosperity are coming your way, or you have unique gifts that will benefit others, or you know, an amazing opportunity is just around the corner for you. All their fortunes were like that kind of thing. I opened my fortune cookie and it just says, death spares no one. And I was like, the fuck? Am I being punked? Did I get the one, like, blessing of Saito fortune cookie? I've told that story at least a couple of times before on stream, so I'm surprised you haven't heard it, Knox. Dixon's gin and whiskey have super addictive properties. Okay, well, he's an asshole. Turns out nicotine gum plus exposed nerve equals agony. Yeah, well, now you've learned. The real question is, will you actually put that knowledge you've gained to work, or will you end up doing it again and relearning the lesson? Alright, are you trying to kill your customers?
Those fools are from NCR. I love seeing those squatters in agony. We were doing just fine before those shits came here and made a mess of things. We don't need NCR eggheads wandering around confusing things.
I need you to stop supplying Bill and Jacob.
Really? Ah, you're such a saint. You know what? I might be willing to stop if there's something in it for me.
So the NCR is supplying you with cheap chems to keep Freeside down? Is that what's going on here, Dixon? You put the dick in Dixon. You did some research on how to get the nicotine out of nicotine gum, so I've been kneading it with my fingers and sticking it in my nostril. What the fuck, son? Literally, what the fuck? Okay. You got one that said you may attend a party where strange customs prevail. Oh, that sounds intriguing. Also one that was, there's nothing that can't be fixed over a green tea ice cream. You know, I've had green tea ice cream before and it was pretty good. If you have any better ideas, lay them on me. Well, don't utilize any nicotine products. That would be my idea. Then you wouldn't have to worry about it. And you'd save money. The NCR supply, or you could just, you know, you could just like take some chewing tobacco and like put it into a pestle and mortar and put some water in there and just grind that shit till it's just a liquidy soup, and just take that liquidy soup and just draw it up into a syringe and just shoot that shit right into your vein. Have you tried that, huh? You're not even living if you haven't tried that, my friend. Alright, so the NCR is supplying with cheap chems to keep Freeside down.
Wait, man, you can't go around saying shit like that. Okay, I get your point. You won't have to worry about me supplying those two anymore.
I guess I'm done. Well then, bye, Dixon.
Bye.
You know, actually, it's funny. I'm going the wrong way, but I don't care. I need to go back to Julie, right? Or do I need to talk? Oh, maybe I need to go talk to the two addicts again. Remember the other day when I was talking all about how, oh, people always conveniently vilify and hate certain specific crimes or sins or whatever that they themselves don't do. And then they paint those things as being the worst things. And then they hate those things because they can conveniently say, oh, well, I've never done that. Well, actually, I have an exception to that. In my case, I did used to sell drugs, and now, even so, I hate drug dealers. I hate them a lot. I don't hate them as much as, like, human traffickers or rapists or something, but I hate them quite a bit. And well, I should rephrase. What? No, I never raped anyone. But I did sell drugs, and at the time it seemed necessary and I didn't care. But then I saw so many people die or get their lives totally destroyed by drugs at the time and then through the years, and I'm just like, drugs are terrible. They're just like a fucking scourge on humanity. And so, I don't hate the people that sell the drugs. You know, I believe all people have basic goodness within them, and everybody can be redeemed, and everybody has their good and bad sides, and everybody's doing the best they can at the time with what they have. So, I don't think they're necessarily bad people. I just hate the action. I hate the socio-economic, cultural existence of drugs and the people that sell them.
You must have some real pull with House to get inside the Lucky 38.
Because I feel that most of them are very predatory, just like this guy in this game. They're taking advantage of people that are addicted. They know the people are addicted and that they can take advantage of them and that they can keep selling them this product, which gets them more addicted and will keep them coming back even against their better interests, even if they can't really afford it, even if they're like in desperate financial straits, and they'll still spend the last few dollars they can cobble together to get another fix. And so they're not being very nice to their customers. They're doing their customers a big disservice in that respect for the most part, and I think they know that. Of course they know that. How could they not? It's part of the business model. And so I think they're assholes. That's my point.
That is one odd robot.
But on the other hand, I do understand that people are in situations where they feel like they have no other choice, so they do what they gotta do, which was my situation. But I still really regret that. I mean, I did a lot of worse things, what other people in society would consider worse, and I don't really regret those things. But I do regret selling drugs. And I didn't sell any hard drugs. All I ever sold was weed, acid, and ecstasy. So, like, I didn't sell any real drugs, you know what I mean? But even just selling, like, acid and ecstasy, I mean, I don't know that I feel that bad about selling weed. Weed's barely a drug, but I do feel bad about selling acid and ecstasy to, like, kids, because that's who mostly I was selling to. High school students, college students, people at my church, in the youth group that I was supposed to be guiding and being an example to because I was a youth leader. Yeah. At the time I found the irony amusing, and I guess I still kind of find the irony amusing. But anyway, that's my point. Drug dealers piss me off. End of story. End of rant. Alright. Hello again, Jacob.
So you're back. Got any chems for me yet?
I took care of that dealer. Now you can clean up.
What? I need a fix now!
Jacob, you're gonna get clean, or I'm gonna come back here and kick you in the face, repeatedly. I'm gonna kick you till your nose breaks and pushes up into your fucking cavity behind it. I'm gonna kick you till several of your teeth come loose and clatter on the ground. I'm gonna kick you until you get big black eyes and swollen up lips and misshapen ears. Not really. Just kidding, Jacob. I'm not gonna do any of that. But really, you need to get clean.
Fine. If you really care so much, then give me some shots of Fixer to calm down these shakes. I'm gonna need at least 10 shots to get me through the week. From there, the followers should be able to help.
Jacob, be strong. You just need the support of your friends to get through this. Yeah, this guy looks like he's got a lot of friends. Did you call it Sacramento wine? No. Although I absolutely used God as a selling point for acid. Telling people that it would allow their brain to open up and loosen its hold on them and allow them to see visions and hear the voice of God. And that could actually bring them closer to God. And they bought that shit. They bought that shit. And hell, for all I know, maybe it did. I never used the shit myself, so I don't know what it actually did. I just sold it. Alright. You just need the support of your friends to get through this, Jacob.
I think you're right. I've been through worse. I'll go to the fort and see if the followers can watch over me while I recover.
Good job, Jacob. Way to take back your life. And then I murder him. Yeah, I've never used any hallucinogenics, so I don't actually know what the experience is like. I'm not 100% opposed to the idea, actually. Depending on what it was, where it came from, who I was going to be taking it with, what the situation was. Like, a situation could arise in which I would take some sort of hallucinogen, but
Bang, 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 bang.
it's not something I'm really looking to do. Now I need to go back to the other guy.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
I forgot where this dude is. And then that happened. I thought I had these guys set to passive. I'm pretty sure I had these guys set to passive. She's on passive. And he's on passive. They have a different definition of passive than I do. Apparently what they mean by passive is murder a motherfucker the second you see them. It's a very liberal definition of passive.
How are you today?
Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the tables more...
I forgot where this guy is already. Here he is, Bill Ronti. Hi, Bill.
Come on, man, I'm dying here.
You won't be seeing Dixon anymore.
What the hell? Why? I need alcohol, man. I'm gonna die if I don't get a drink.
You need to kick the habit, Bill. I can help you.
The only way you can help me now is a load of detox chems.
What do you need?
At least a couple of doses of Fixer, a bottle of whiskey, and Radaway. I can take doses of Fixer and Radaway to gradually flush my system over time while drinking decreasing shots of diluted whiskey. This shit better be worth it, man.
Bill, Julie and the rest of your friends miss you. They need your help.
Oh, Julie, I've really screwed things up. I'll head over to the fort and get some rest. This has gone on too long.
Sometimes I think they should just shoot people with health problems that need medicine. Like myself. Obviously, I'd be included in this. Sometimes I think, if a person is so messed up that they can't function in normal life without meds, we could just chalk them up as broken. And just put them out of their misery. Save everybody a lot of time and money. Save that person all of the suffering that they will experience as a result of their condition. It's basically compassionate when you think about it.
Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the tables more friendly, and the women are just like the booze.
Hey, I feel like I can say something like that because I'm including myself in it. If I was like, they should kill a whole bunch of other people that aren't me, yeah, that would be a dick move. See, I'm sure you do want to live.
Hi.
And I bet a whole lot of people, if given the
It can be
choice
bought. It can be found
of
at
being
Nick and
killed or just being forced to live without medical treatment, would choose to try to live without medical treatment, and then maybe they'd fail, and then maybe they'd get killed, or... Why am I just following Bill like this? Advocating genocide? Well, first of all, it isn't genocide. I'm not advocating wiping out any particular ethnic group. Or any particular population of a specific, like, locale of people or whatever. I'm talking about compassionate assisted suicide. It's really just a needle edging over away from the compassionate assisted suicide we have now, right? I mean, there's already some people that, in some places at least, they're allowed to kill because the people are so infirm and suffering. So this is just taking that idea further and just increasing the threshold for what we consider an appropriate level of infirmity and suffering. But it's not a specific population. It's not like I'm saying kill all the people with X, you know, skin color or hair color or from X bloodline or something. It would be based on a person's actual experience and capabilities, not based on any particular thing. So if a certain person, it wouldn't be based on like having a specific diagnosis. It would be based on a person factually being unable to live their life in a way that was tolerable for them and or for society. I mean, like, every day I'm expecting them to just come up and take all my benefits away, which I will A, not be surprised by, B, not feel affronted by, and C, am just expecting. So, like, I just need to talk to Julie now, right? In fact, if they came by and they were like, hey, we're gonna kill you now because we don't want to keep paying for you. We've determined that you will forever be a drain on society. We're either going to have to pay you disability benefits, or we're going to have to pay to incarcerate you, or we're going to have to pay to keep you in a mental hospital. Either way, we're going to have to pay out the ass for you, and you're not doing us any good. So we've decided you're done. I'd be like, alright, that sounds fair. Tough, but fair. Whenever my parents kick the bucket, I will almost certainly kill myself shortly after. Yeah, makes sense. We've talked about this at some length, son. We're both pretty pro-suicide, I think. Just gonna wait. I ain't going all up any towers and shit. She can come to me. Well, my thing is, it's not just somebody being a drain on society. If they're a drain on society, but they're perfectly happy and they're just living their life and having a good time, then by all means, let them live. I'm talking about people that are in miserable suffering and a drain on society. Like, they don't want to live, society doesn't want them to live, nobody actually wants them to live. But we're just persisting in this idea that everybody has to live. To the point where it's illegal to even try to kill yourself, which is the most ridiculous crime. Alright, here's Julie. I like Julie. I dated a girl named Julie right before I started dating Rio / Donna, the girl that I named my character after. In fact, I was dating both of them at the same time for a while, which...
Morning.
Well, not to put too fine a point on it, but I was actually kind of cheating on Julie with Donna for a while. But it was complicated. At the time, I had all kinds of justifications, and it all seemed legit, but obviously it wasn't, and I feel bad about it now. Because Julie was a sweetheart. She didn't have cool hair like this, though. If the Julie that I dated had had cool hair like this, there's no way I would have cheated on her. And I was much, much younger and a very different person. I would never, ever do something like that now. Alright, what's up, Julie?
Is there something you need?
Well... Hello again, Julie. I helped with that addiction problem you mentioned.
I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the Apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day.
Oh, I got mad XPs. Quest completed. You said you could spare some supplies?
Sure. Would you like a stim pack, fixer, or Radaway?
Oh, I'd like some Radaway, please.
You'll need to wait another 24 hours for us to get more made. We need everything else we currently have.
Well, thank you. Do you have anything else for sale?
We don't have a lot right now, but this is what I can offer for sale.
Stim packs, Radix, doctor's bag. Now, do you need medical supplies, Julie? After I just bought and/or begged medical supplies for you. Thanks for those medical supplies you just gave me. Hey, do you need some medical supplies?
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
What do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
Sounds like you just need a steady supply, not just whatever I can grab for you.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
Which merchants might be willing to make a deal?
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out.
Well, you've got yourself a deal, Julie.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in.
I'll do that.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, what I want to talk about is not listed as an option here, so goodbye. That'd be a great excuse to use if somebody asks you, like, why you didn't say a certain thing to them. You know, why didn't you tell me this, or why didn't you ask me this? You could just be like, it wasn't one of the dialogue options when we were talking. I didn't have the dialogue option, sorry. It didn't come up. Okay, that actually sounded better in my head. When I think about it, that's the most stupid excuse I've ever heard. Alright. Well, let's go... Wait, is this not even a real quest? Let's go talk to Mick and Mike, or whatever the fuck their names are. Jethro and Jehoshaphat. Randy and Ralph. Whoever the fuck they are. Unmarked quests piss me off. Mick and Ralph.
Morning. Hey, thanks for getting Bill Ronte fixed up. I was really getting sick of paying for water. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, Ralph, the followers are looking to set up a supply deal.
We don't have the stills and equipment to supply the amount of meds they're looking to purchase. You could check with other wasteland merchants, but I think your best bet would be the Atomic Wrangler. They've got a bunch of stills and a seemingly endless supply of grain alcohol, which could be used as anesthetic or disinfectant.
Well, alright. Goodbye.
Thanks for stopping in.
Oh, you're welcome. I've got that tiredness semi-headache thing going. It's not really a headache. It will be a headache soon, probably. But it's like a precursor to a headache where you just feel like a weird sort of pressure in your head. Who else can I talk to besides the Garretts about this? I can't, like, go all the way down to the Crimson Caravan and talk to them, can I? How have I not gone to Vault 34 yet? How have I not gone to any vault yet? I've been playing this game for 60-some hours. How have I not gone to any vault? Saito. Explain that to me. Obviously, I don't remember. Oh, they're a lot closer than I thought. Explore the strip more, you will. Damn it. What's up, Caravaneer?
Your lady friend seems out of place here.
I like the Lumineers. Like the Langoliers.
I'm glad Ringo's back. Got a good story to tell, too.
Hello, Brahmin! Hello, Brahmin! Hello, Brahmin! What's up, Brahmin? How's it going, Brahmin? There you go, Nox.
McLafferty's a hard boss.
We've greeted all the Brahmin appropriately.
Hey.
Oh, Game of Thrones speaking.
McLafferty's been riding asses again. Better lay low.
Well, is everybody... Nobody cares about spoilers for the last episode of Game of Thrones? If you do, speak now, or forever hold your peace.
Hey there. You looking to buy or sell?
Well... I'm not looking for fuck all from you, sir.
Need anything else?
Goodbye. Oh, you're right.
Gee.
I shouldn't talk about Game of Thrones on the recording, because somebody might watch this video and then be like, "Fuck! I wasn't expecting Game of Thrones spoilers. Damn it." Yeah, you've got a point there. Ringo?
Hey there, friend.
I need to talk to the boss. Oh, look, I could play some Caravan, guys.
I'll see you around.
Hey, have you seen anything about that Fallout board game that's coming out,
McLafferty's a
Saito?
hard boss.
It looks
She
pretty
knows what
fucking
she's doing.
cool.
That's for sure.
So, we're clear. I own 0 board games. Is that true? Yes, it's true. I own 0 board games. But for some reason, I watch shitloads of reviews of board games on YouTube. Don't ask me why. Why do you watch so many reviews of board games if you literally never buy a board game, Josiah? Because I want to, theoretically. And for some reason, I find board games really interesting. Like, the game design. I like learning about the different game design and the way they came up with to handle different things, and the elegant ways they came up with to represent things, or track things, or the mechanics to resolve different things in board games. So, I watch tons of videos about board games, even though I actually don't ever play any of those board games. So anyway, the Fallout one looks cool, is all I'm saying. I've played Risk in the past. I played a bunch of Risk when I was young, but I don't own Risk. I don't even own a chessboard. I don't even own a deck of cards. Wait, do I? I own a deck of tarot cards. Which I've never used. But I do own a deck. But I don't own a deck of regular playing cards. Now, I do own a miniatures game called Dungeon Command. It's like a D&D miniatures battle game, but that's not a board game. True police stories, I don't care about that really. Get out of the way, Veronica! Will you make my Felicia day and get the fuck out the way? Thanks. Don Hostetler.
Need anything?
I've never watched Beer and Board Games. No, I've never even heard of it. I've got this one guy who I love. I watch like every single video he does, even ones for games that are super lame and I would never ever play them. His name's Marco Wargamer. He's this guy from Italy. And I love his analysis and commentary on games. So I watch all his videos, and then I watch a lot of like reviews on the Dice Tower. There's a YouTube channel called the Dice Tower. And then I watch some other random ones when I'm interested in a particular game. I don't know really how to describe the theme of the tarot deck that I own. It's like got this Italian art, and it's like kind of fantasy themed, but not like what you're thinking. Not like D&D or you know, that kind of fantasy. It doesn't have like, you know, elves and dragons and shit. It's just fantastical, more like in a unique non genre related way. And it's really cool art on there though. Sending out a link to the videos. Okay, cool. Thanks for that. Alright, never mind, Dawn.
See ya.
Obviously I have to talk to her.
He's been riding asses again. Let her lay
Did you
low.
know this trip's all stirred up lately?
I hear you've been riding asses. I wouldn't mind having my ass ridden, so maybe we can work something out. No, just kidding.
Welcome back.
Wait, I'm not allowed to say I'm looking for work, right? Okay. Who the fuck can I ask about this? Because I've talked to all of the named NPCs here I know of, and none of them have any kind of dialogue options having anything to do with setting up a trading thing with the followers.
Hello.
I actually bought that tarot deck. I was gonna use it as a prop for a D&D campaign that I was running. Like I was gonna do some in-game tarot stuff for in the D&D game. That actually would have been really fucking cool, but then I never actually got around to it. I have to go to the Garretts.
Hey there. You looking to buy or sell?
I want you to talk to me about the other thing.
See.
And then I was thinking about becoming a telephone psychic. And I thought, well, I could use the tarot deck. I think I'd make a good telephone psychic. I've got the right kind of bullshitting skills. Alright, let's go back to Chip and Duff, or whoever they are. I have accomplished incredibly little in this 41 minutes that this episode's been going. Incredibly little. Too late. I already fast traveled here. The Atomic Wrangler is
Good day.
not in this part of Freeside, right? I forgot where the maybe the Atomic Wrangler is in that other part of Freeside. No, it's right here. I found it. I'm awesome at finding.
The Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly,
Let's drink some more
and
Diet
the women
Pepsi.
are just like the booze.
Sad face.
Wanna get lucky? Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler.
Oh, now I can do this. I used to do that all the time when I lived with my old roommate. Like, I'd have a bottle, and we'd be sitting there watching shows on TV and stuff, and I'd just be sitting there going like,
The Atomic Wrangler has you
and it would drive him crazy. And then I'd be like, okay, I'll stop. I won't do it anymore. And then I'd wait like a minute or 2 minutes, wait for him to relax and forget about it, and get engrossed back in the show, and then I'd just be like... Anyway, it was good times. I'm not a very good person to be roommates with. I delighted in annoying my roommate.
Yep.
Alright, Francine. These fucking people in this game. Seriously.
I hear you've been making a name for yourself on the strip. Don't forget about the Wrangler if you make it big.
Alright, Shovelface. Hello again, Francine. I have a proposition for you. The followers, you know them, the followers of the Apocalypse, those nice folks over in the Mormon Fort, they're looking to set up some sort of trade deal for medical supplies.
Interesting. Well, you're gonna need to speak with my brother, James. He handles all of the trading contracts and general operations.
Alright, thank you. For nothing.
Bye.
Welcome back, friend. What can I get you?
For the love of God, Liam O'Brien. The followers need to find someone to trade with for supplies. That someone had better be you. 'Cause I'm getting mighty sick of running all over hell's half acre looking for somebody to trade with.
Really now? Well, this is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past.
Well, I might be able to work something out then.
Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol.
Alright, well that's all for now, James.
Talk to you later. Good day.
You just have fun with your giant peach, sir. Alright. Go back and talk to my girlfriend.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Mormon Fort. Hold on a second. The Alt tab out for a moment. Okay, need to Alt tab back in for a moment. One thing that's kind of creepy is that the person who did the Atomic Wrangler Choir's voice is underage. It's acting! Nothing creepy about it, it's acting. Real life age of the actor, irrelevant.
Evening.
Besides which, do you honestly think in this setting that all of these sex workers in this city are 18 and older? The fuck they are. I'm just saying, like, if the character is actually underage, that would make sense given where we are. Post-apocalyptic Vegas. Alright. Julie Farkas, hello again.
Welcome.
Alright. I think I might have found someone who'll be able to cover your supplies. Whoa, 13. Okay, that's pretty fucking young. Why did they get a 13-year-old to do the voice of that character? What were they thinking? When you said underage, I assume you meant like 16 or 17. That's super weird. Avalon was trying to be hardcore. I mean, she doesn't look 13. I don't think it's the intent of the developers that that character is actually supposed to be 13.
That's phenomenal. Who did you find?
Well, unfortunately, it's the Garrett twins.
They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside?
Oh, it doesn't whatsoever. They're total shitheads. I'm just trying to complete a quest here. They need tech support. You could use your caps and influence to expand. You get your chems and can help anyone who gets addicted. I like number 1. You get your chems and you can help anyone who gets addicted.
True, we could help addicts, but the cycle of addiction, recovery, and relapse would remain.
Listen, with a surplus of supplies, you could use your caps and influence to expand. Don't you want to expand?
Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
Well, being a godsend is kind of my specialty. I don't know if you know this, Julie, but I'm a saint. It says so right in my Pip-Boy. It says I'm a saint. So, you know. But just so you know, so we're clear, I am not the celibate kind of saint. That needs to be put out there right now. What am I doing with medical supplies now? I have some medical supplies to drop off.
Great. What do you have?
Saint Beefus, exactly, Nox. Well, I guess I have Med-X.
How much do you have to donate?
Wait a minute, I lied. I ain't got shit.
What do you want to talk about?
I gotta go back and talk to Garrett. You sit tight. Stay classy, Julie. Julie was really sweet. She wrote, like, lots of poems for me. That's actually where I met her. That's where I met Donna, too. Same place. At a poetry...
It can be bought. It can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Poetry night, I guess. A poetry club type of thing at a
Mick and Ralph's.
Coffee shop. Back to Garrett, I guess. I never actually, like... Okay, hold on. Let's check out...
Stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly, and the women are just like the booze.
You're right, she does sound young as fuck. Holy shit, how did I not notice that before? That is creepy, actually. You're right, Saito. That is a little bit creepy. What is the point of me giving them medical supplies so that I can get cheaper medical supplies? I'm not even going to bother with you, Shovel Face, because we know James is the one that gets everything done around here.
Welcome back, friend. What can I get you?
I spoke with Julie Farkas. She says the followers will accept your offer.
Hey, that's great. We'll get some supplies sent over today as a show of good faith. Once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short on liquor for our patrons. If Jacob Hoff is sober, we might even have a few new drinks on tap. Most might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honestly, we care about our patrons. It's bad business for people to get addicted. We've got enough crime in Freeside without a bunch of strung-out junkies robbing traders and gamblers to afford their next fix.
Well, how's business?
With Jacob Hoff sobered up, there are new drinks on the menu and sales are strong. People love the new absinthe and rum and nuka. House may have boxed us out of the strip, but we also don't have to deal with their bullshit. I think now that the followers are working with us, we'll be able to shape up Freeside a bit more.
Well, let's see what you got.
Sure, take a look.
Beer, Nuka-Cola, Scotch. I'll take some sarsaparilla. Vodka, whiskey, and wine. I'm excited by these offers.
Another satisfied customer.
I'm never satisfied when I walk out of this place, James. I just feel dirty. Dirty and frustrated that I didn't shoot anyone. Goodbye.
Talk to you later.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you covered.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's. If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
For some reason I always get lost when I come out of there. Alright, here we go.
Hello.
Hey, good to see you.
The Garretts should be sending over supplies shortly.
I'm honestly pleasantly surprised they would help us out. But I can see the Garretts aren't doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. Well, it looks like you've earned yourself a discount on supplies now that we'll be fully covered. This supply deal will aid our work immensely.
No problem. Glad to help. Ooh, 270 experience. I'll help all day for that kind of XP. Alright, now let me drop off some medical supplies.
Great, what do you have?
How about Med-X? I don't ever use that shit.
How much do you have to donate?
How about 3? Why not? I want to exit and re-enter dialogue because I don't know why, but I do.
Welcome. Great.
Take some damn Med-X.
Thanks. Anything else?
How about some Fix-It?
How much do you have to donate?
I don't know. 3, I guess.
Thanks. Anything else?
That's all for now.
Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside.
Goodbye. I'm liked. Anything else? How many of these things do I gotta give her?
Great to see you again.
You too. You too. Have some more shit.
Great. What do you have? Thanks. Anything? Thanks.
That's all for now.
Welcome back, friend.
How about some more medical supplies?
Great. What do you have? Thanks.
That's all for now.
Good to hear. Oh, by the way, I got a shipment of magazines from home I'd be willing to sell if you're interested.
Oh yeah, let me take a look at those magazines.
Take a look.
Oh, I will fucking buy every magazine. I don't even care. I'll just buy them.
Here is what we have available.
Goodbye. Okay, so now is it done, Saito? Or is there more? Do I have to keep giving her more?
Hey.
Guess we'll find out in our next episode. That is going to do it for this one. If you're watching the stream, don't go anywhere because I'm not done playing. This madcap, wild action-packed thrill ride continues in just a moment. If you're watching on YouTube, however, dry your eyes. The episode's now over. Thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Fallout New Vegas.